Hello, dear friends. Good morning. Can you hear us today? I hope you had a nice weekend. How do you do today? Cindy, Universe of God, Pixie, Seniola, how do you do today? How was your weekend? You can also open your microphone and speak. I'm very happy to be here with you today. And I would like to start, unless if you have something to ask or to say or to share. Yes. Interesting Pixidis, at Saturday night was quite cold, so we stayed up until dawn. When I was like at dawn learning, how do you say, maps of weather. And then at the first light, we received an email from the German embassy and telling us or hoping that we are okay after this night. And then, hello Yanis, and then we received phone calls from Germany, and then we understood what happened. So it was like interesting weekend and Sunday. But here we are. Hello Yanis, hello. Thank you for your question. Cindy, thank you for sharing. Luke, Pixidis, the movie, and Iola, the thoughts and what you have learned. Thank you so much. Interesting days in Israel. There's two frontiers at the moment of war, like south and north, and also there's a third one. So we are here, and I'm very happy to be here with you today. And I would like to ask if you have questions. Everything is open. There is a topic for the session, but if you have something on your mind that you wish to share, this is about time to ask, to share, to speak to your to the microphone, unmute yourself. This is an option. And if you still think or ponder what to ask or to say, I would like to start, hello Abigail, with removing the shoes. Yes, this request from Moses to remove the shoes. What do you think the request of removing the shoes mean? What is the meaning of removing shoes? The request was at the burning bush. So what, let's say, shoes are referring to, and why there's a need to remove the shoes next to the burning bush? What happens there? Do you have any ideas? Hello, Abigail. The removing of shoes is a request to remove any lens of duality, to remove completely from duality. Yes, because shoes, yes, in English we say multiple, in Hebrew na'al na'alaim, na'al na'alaim, this is one shoe. Na'al is to lock. In English there's a, how do you say, a shop in which we can buy shoes called Foot Locker. So na'al, it means to lock. Yes, this is a shoe. Yeah, and then we have na'alaim. Na'alaim are shoes. Remove duality. Remove duality. We withdraw from the business of the world. Shal na'alecha. Remove shal na'alecha. Remove from the worldliness. Okay, try again, Abigail. Do you get the sound? Eniola, Pixidis, Yanis, Luke, Cindy, do you get the sound coming? Shal na'alecha, remove from duality. Remove from duality. This is the request. And this request comes before the conversation at the burning bush. Because in the burning bush will be a conversation that will prepare Moses to go where? To the heart core of duality, to Egypt, and in a way set free the Hebrews. So, but before the mission comes, there is, in a way, a prepare moment in which he is requested to remove the shoes, to remove any kinds of thoughts. It is not just, I would say, mechanical. Like people say they come home and they remove their shoes or before they go to the swimming pool. So it's not just a technical term. Yes? Okay, look, okay. I understand. So it's not just a technical action to remove shoes. It is completely to withdraw from any thought that a person can perceive reality. True, Eniola, true. So this is the meaning of removing the shoes. Yes, this is just a technical term, but the meaning is to remove from any kind of a way that offers that any kind of created creature in space and time can capture reality. Do we understand? Or not? Yes, good. So this is the request, to remove the shoes, to withdraw from any kinds of a narration, by the way. Because no narration can express what? No narration, I mean no created creature in his own narration can explain what? Or no narrative can explain what? Why is there a request from Moses to withdraw the essence? Yes, being. All answers are right. Yes. The request to remove from shoes is to remove from any kind of narration, because no created creature in his own narration, doesn't matter if he's a son of a king or whatever, no narration can capture holiness, being, the essence. This is it. So this is a preparation. Yes? First of all, remove your shoes from thy feet, remove from this narration, from your personal story, because it's not a personal story. None of us has a personal story. Let's say, maybe you remember you were 5 years old, somebody around you mentioned your name, maybe in kindergarten or around you, the parents or people around you, and you are, in a way, or we are, accustomed to move when the name that we were called at the birth, we are accustomed to move with this name. So, not that we have attachment, this is interesting, it's not that only we have the attachment for the name, yes, that we were called at the moment of birth. We also have attachment to all of those cases of moments that happen to this created creature. And this is what composes the story, so to speak, of our lives. So, yes, what happens? Try to remember yourself. If you need to remember yourself, or it comes to you as naturally, or any kind of time that you just move, somebody mentions your name, and you associate the name with a body first, and then with what happened to this, let's say, created child somewhere. First he's in his room playing with whatever, and then he is at school, somebody mentions his name, and he runs at the court with tennis or with basketball or with something, and everything is, being centered. There's a name, there's a body, and there's a story around it. There's a neighborhood where this child lives, what happens, yes, during the hours of the day, and suddenly everything becomes like a mashed potatoes. The name, the body, the neighborhood, this moment, this created creature or the child experience, suddenly it becomes one thing. And there are people around it. Yes. And people around it are, what happens? The people around us are what fortifying, how do you say, in English fortifying, they just make this more solid, because there are people who experience the same reality, so to speak. So this is what reality is. Yes, you are your name, you are your body, you were born to those, let's say, parents or delivering parents in this neighborhood or so. And this is what we tend to believe. Most of the people that are living now, there are 8 billion people. Most of the people that are living now are believing, are convinced 100% that they are the body, the name, and a few details of, of their lives. They are convinced. You cannot offer them something else, even to listen to. It's impossible. They think that they are the body, this is the address, this is the car, this is their life, and this is what there is. Yes, nobody is willing to consider another option. That is, reality is something completely different. Yes, and this, I will not say alternative reality, but what reality is as essence and being, this is what is offered to Moses in the burning bush. Yes, being is my name. Yes, being, this is the mode of being. And with this name, we can go out of Egypt, meaning there's only being. So there is no need, in a way, to walk from Egypt. Once it comes that there is being, everything just fall, because everything is a construct around us. It is a construct. We grew to believe that this is who we are, this is the story of our lives. Yes, but it's just a construct. And it falls. And with the falling of this story, of this narrative, there is a great relief. Because I'm not, I am. It's not I am, but the one who is not breathing inside of us now is not the one who is narrowed down to a certain story, to a certain circumstances. The breathing that is happening now is not narrowed down by a story. This is just existing. Existing as being. Existing in Hebrew, kayam, kof yod mem. Just existing, just being. This is who we are, just being. But the world is telling us that what we are asset of someone, kinyan, from Kain, yes, or kaniti, kinyan. We grew to believe, or we were offered a reality in which we are asset of someone. Parents, story, state, culture, neighborhood. Do we understand? The being is just existence. This is unconditional love. But during the course, yes, of the growing child, we were taught to believe that we are an asset. We are the children of delivering parents. We are the citizen, so to speak, of certain states. Yes, we belong to a certain culture. This is the narrative of the culture. This is just a very, very narrow story. Because everything happens where the narrow point happens at birth. Yes, at birth, this is the narrow point. Suddenly infinite, yes, has to be delivered, yes, as a baby, yes, and baby comes out from the womb, and there's a story. The first story, the first narration starts with the speech of Eve. Yes, this is the first narration. I bought a man from God, kaniti ish et Hashem, or even in a better translation to Aramaic, yes, I bought a man in front or before being. This is amazing. Yesterday I read a translation to Aramaic of the Hebrew Bible, and it's because every translation is also an explanation, interpretation. In a way, Eve says, I bought a man, meaning little man, a child, yes? So by giving birth, she believed, yes, that what she has in her hands, yes, is previous to what? To being. This is the conviction, yes, of Eve. That appearance in space and time, which means duality, is previous or is the father or the cause of being. So the conversation with Moses in the burning bush is what? Is a reset. Yes? Yes. Linear thinking. What is the reset that happens in the burning bush? We are not assets. We just exist. This is the breaking news of the burning bush conversation. We exist. We are not assets. Yes? Some of the people are in bondage to certain family relative which dictate the narrative and which are who's dictating the narrative and the story, and there's only the story. There are all kinds of bondage that the self is involved in. But when there's no selfing, when there's no story happening inside of us, so there is no bondage. And this is, in a way, the meaning of Moses standing in front of Pharaoh. First, there is the conversation in the burning bush, and then Moses goes into Egypt, and Moses is 80 years, yes? Umoshe ben Shmonim, he is 80 years. Ben Shmonim shana, בעומדו לפני פרעה. בעומדו לפני פרעה. This is not just a line that describes how the actors are standing on stage. Moses in front of Pharaoh. Moses is 80. Be'omdo, while standing before the thought. Being, I don't have now whiteboard to draw a sketch, but being is before thinking. When Pharaoh is 3:55, is machshava, is thought. Because thought, we are thinking in pictures. Second thought. Or lunar here. Depends of how we access this. Moses, ben 80 shana בעומדו לפני פרעה. Before, being is before the thought. The thought that we have, because all of us are capable of thinking, this is a mechanism that comes with the birth of a baby. The thinking comes after being. Do we understand that? That thinking comes after being. There's existence, there's being. It's like deep sleep. And then comes the thinking. When being is nothing or zero, and thinking is just the light is on and there's something. Do we understand that when Moses was standing before or in front of Pharaoh, it means not just two people on stage, it means finally there is a recognition that being, just existing by being, is before the thought. Do we understand that? Good. And this is in a way, the great news. Because we are taught that we are the makers of our lives. If we think better, if we organize faster, yes, if we initiate, yes. So being is before thinking. You remember the French philosopher? He said in Latin, cogito ergo sum. It means, if cogito is from cognition, from capturing thinking, if I'm thinking, yes, it means that I'm existing. Yes, yes. So being is before thinking. In a way, Egypt, or the narration, is a consequence of us being capable of thinking. We are not creating our thoughts. Yes, like Shabbat, rest. Yes, just being. Yes, yes. Being is a state of nothingness. When thinking, being is like nothing or nothingness. And thinking, there's something on. Like there's light switch or something is there. There's like entity, a thought, a story, an idea. I have to go there, I have to be there. This is something, yes? But being is just resting like nothing, like there's a nest. Yes, there's a nest of a bird. There's nothing inside before the egg. The egg in the nest is already something. Yes, but before there's an egg, there's just a nest, hollow emptiness. So emptiness stands before the thought. It's like zero before the one. If the one is the appearance of something, zero is nothing. This is the meaning of Moses standing before or in front of Pharaoh. This is not just two people on stage. This is to say that being is the previous reality than to thinking. Questions? This thought came to me. Yes, Adam and Eve. The male is the ideal. Yes, why Adam was created first. Why Adam was created first. We need the nest or the holder first, right? Yes, yes, yes. Yes, thank you. Yes, thank you for the question, Cindy. And I think that Eniola and Pixidus had some exchange text from Weinreb last week, and this is beautiful because in this text, I think it was from chapter 20, Weinreb describes in a way the distribution or the division in the sketch of the 10 spheres, when the 3 upper spheres as Chokhmah, Binah and Crown are considered to be Adam, yes, and those 3 which are, yes, Chesed, Gvorah and Tiferet, yes, the chest or the heart are considered to be Eve or the sentiment, and the last triangle, Netzach, Hod and Yesod, or so to speak, this is the serpent. So in a way, there's in the sketch we can see in every person, yes, there is this, so to speak, the ancient print. The thought is Adam, the sentiments are Eve, yes. And there is a question here from Cindy, why Adam was created first. We need to nest or hold the first right. Yes. Who would like to answer this question? Because you say there's an emptiness that should come before the thought. Yes, being before the thought. Yes, being before the thought. We see this in the twins, by the way, Cindy. Yes? Abel was before Cain, but Cain came first. They were twins. Cindy asked question about Zipporah on Saturday, and the question of circumcising the child, and in a way was her in her domain, not from Moses, because circumcision has to do with duality, and Moses was removed in a way from duality. This is not his domain. Therefore she thought or noticed, thought to see in the past, so yeah, she saw the angel and she took care of it, yes, because it was not for Moses to see. Seeing is in duality. Also, unlike other prophets, Moses has a direct communication from the infinite. Pe el pe adaber bo. Pe, mouth, yes, is in the middle. There's no duality, there is no question. So unlike the other prophets, that they need different or special conditions, yes, Moses does not need. He's all the time, yes, in communication. He does not need to have certain conditions, and this was in a way the, how do you say, the claim of his sister and his brother. Yes, why Moses withdrew completely from duality. Yes, why he withdrew from worldly life completely just to serve, and we are doing both. Yes, we also have like family life and we're serving, why he is so special. And for that, Miriam got laparos, yes, like white as the snow, and she had to be removed from the camp for 7 days. Yes. First, Moses goes out from Egypt, from duality. He runs to Midian. Who turned white? Miriam turned white. Miriam. Yes. Yes. So first, yes. First, Moses came out from Egypt. Then he lived in Midian. Midian is a measure, midah, and we measure when there's like many ways to measure. And then there's a speech of the burning bush. Yes, this is beyond duality. If you have questions or if you wish to speak, you can open your microphone and speak. In a way, only Moses withdrew from worldliness. Miriam and Aaron kept, in a way, family life next to serving, but not Moses. He was completely being all the time. By the way, to those who still read the Zohar, this is interesting. They say that there is a description in Aramaic to the face of Moses, that the face of Moses is like the face of the sun. Yes, when the sun is, in a way, is symbolizing the mode of being. And the face of Joshua, yes, because Joshua entered the land with them, is as the face of the moon. Yes? Yes, Moshe, this is Hashem, this is the name. Because it's not about person, this is what people do not understand. When they read the Bible, they think he's like a figure in the Wild West, in the desert. Yes? Moshe is Hashem. Yes, the essence that comes in speech, in conversation. Yes. No, it's not fear. No. It is good. This is a very good question. It is impossible to speak being. Again, it is impossible to speak being. Do we understand the concept? Being is beyond words and letters. It is impossible to speak being. He did not have a speech problem. It's like heavy tongue, heavy mouth. Okay, let's go into it. Since you're very good, very good. Let's go into it. Kvad pe. This is what the Bible says. Kvad pe, uchvad lashon. This is heavy mouth, heavy tongue, and everybody are, translate it as speech problem. No. He did not have speech problem. Yes? Okay. Kvad, heavy. Yes? Yeah. You know why he... One second. What is kvad? Heavy. Yeah? But kvad is heavy. The value of kvad is what? 26. 26. So, what is the meaning that he was heavy tongue, heavy mouth? Not just heavy as we translate it literally to English, but his tongue could speak only being, and his mouth could speak only being. People cannot understand being. He needs a translator. Being is a direct, yes, way. People do not understand. You cannot speak to people direct. So he needs Aaron to round things, yes, to round things about, and people can hear Aaron. We have a presenter. There are people who their skill is to present things. Why? Because other people can accept, because it's a round picture. Moses, in a way, heavy tongue, heavy mouth. This is a mode of being. Mode of being cannot be captured. It's that being. There is no thought. There is no picture. So Aaron, in a way, is building pictures that people could accept, because being is just silence. I mean, the real thing is silence. But who is capable of this? Therefore, there is a need in Aaron. And please pay attention at the moment that, yes, Miriam is 86, when Moses is 80, when they are leaving Egypt. Moses is 80 years old, Miriam is the senior, she's 86, and then there's Aaron, he's 83. Yes, but who can accept it? Therefore, Aaron has to come and speak. Therefore, the Bible says there is a relation between mouth and God. He shall be your mouth and you shall be his God, when in Hebrew it's the same word. Because pe, mouth, mouth, yes, is 85. Yes. And Elohim, God, is 86. This is what God says to him. Elohim, God, is 86. He shall be your mouth and you shall be his God. You see how those words are connected. It's the same semantic field, 85 and 86. Hello, Abigail. Shalom. Very good. Very good. So being is silence. Therefore, and this is an answer to Cindy, when Eve offers in a way, the meal, Adam is in silence. Adam does not speak. She offers. Adam just eats. Who tends to speak more? Ladies or gentlemen? Who tends to speak more? Why? Why Pixidis? Why? Yes. 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 Adam's silence, yes, yes. The person that is not so conscious about heaviness, importance of what. So please repeat about Adam's silence. When Eve comes with the fruit, Adam does not say anything, just eats. Yes? There is no speech. If you follow the sentences in the Bible, there's no speech. So the thought, because again, it's not about, we always think it's like people, Adam, even there are people. No, there are different dimensions in us. The medium of the thought is Adam. Yes, the feeling, the sentiments next to the heart, yes, are Eve. It's not to see two people on stage, yes, in a romantic movie. The capability to think, and thinking is silence. This is Adam. The speaker in us, in a way, is Eve, because without connection of the mist in the heart, we could not speak. Do we understand? The thinking dimension in us, in all of us, is Adam. The sentiments, the emotions are Eve. Everything is in one. There is no distribution. When we tend to read the Bible, we distribute. We say Adam is persona, Eve is another one. No, this is non-duality. There is a relation between Aharon and Haran. There is a relation between Aharon, yes, Moses' brother, and Haran, the brother of Abraham. Hara is pregnant. There is a relation between Aharon and Haran. Haran is the brother of Abraham. You can also see a relation of Hara. And a woman speak more because the women are, because there's more space. Because there's more space. The thought is like, let's say, a lot of database of pictures. Thinking is like pictures. So once you see pictures, it just, the whole space is occupied. Yes, the speech comes from space. Without space, there will not be a speech. Yes, Yanis. Very good, very good. Very good. Very good. They speak about people who just sit in a room and think from themselves. Yes, they don't participate in a conversation. They say about them that they're zoning out, like they're in their own world. Yes, they don't participate because speaking engages the heart. Yes, thinking, please pay attention. This is a very interesting distinction. Thinking is the dimension that happens in the head. But to speak the thoughts, we are incapable of speaking thoughts without using our heart. Do we understand that? It is very important to understand. And Yola, you don't understand why speaking needs the heart to speak. We need a steam. Without steam, we could not speak. The steam is able in us. Without, able, the steam. We could not speak. What is a word? What is a speech? A speech is a word by word. Word is a sound. Sound needs to travel in air. Yes, yes. Word is a thing. Yes. When a word is spoken, it is a sound. Yes. It has a body. It's davar. Yes. Yes. It is very important to make this distinction. Thinking is a silent dimension. Yes. But to speak, we need the heart. The heart is engaged. The thinking does not need the heart. This is something that so far we did not speak about this. I think only in the book of Zechariah, the prophet, he speaks about it. So Eve had to come later because she needed another. Who is more open for conversation in general? Who opened the card first? Who hides his cards or his thoughts? And who opens the cards and his thoughts? Just think about it. Now it's not about ladies or gentlemen. People that their heart, yes, is soft, they will speak. People that have, there is, how do you say, the term a heart of stone. Have you heard it? This term, a heart of stone? Yes. What does it mean? What does it mean that a person has a heart of stone? Why do we say that? Why people say this? Why there is a term, a heart of stone? Closed off, no feeling? For someone that does not have feelings. Very good. So how feelings are being expressed? Yes, how we can express feeling? With what? Words. Very good. With words. Yes. 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 This is how we express, yes, feelings with words. Yes. Who does the speech usually at home with the babies? The mother or the nanny? Yes, this is the speech. This is not just actions. This is to show feelings, because there's a sound coming, not just words, because all kinds of emotions and sentiments are moving through the voice. Yes? Again, Adam, this is the dimension of thinking. Yes? Or which is, we could say, yes, we could say that even the Aleph of Adam, before thinking. Aleph of Adam is before thinking, is basically being. This is to answer Cindy. Adam is a representative of thought. Yes. Again. Let's see. Cindy, can you open your mic and speak? Yes. Let's see. Yes, Cindy. Hello?
Can you hear me?
Yes, now can.
Hello?
Hello, good morning. How do you do?
Good morning. Good. Thank you. Um, yeah, sorry. I feel like I don't know, but um, so Adam, maybe he is represented first in the story because like well, the being or the thought comes first, and then Eve is represented as something that comes from him but after in a sense because then the speech comes after the thought. Is that the right track
Yeah,
or
yes,
no?
yes, yes, yes. That's correct, Cindy. Thank you. Thank you. Did you notice, this is an
Thank you.
open, you're most welcome. Did you notice in a moment, maybe you have noticed each one in his and her life, that sometimes when we speak with people, with friends, in certain circumstances, suddenly comes a flow of speech that before we spoke it to a friend, we did not aware that this thing was in us or hovering around us. Did it happen to you? Did you notice that in the moment when you speak to someone, yes, suddenly comes a flow? Did you notice this or not from yourselves? Good, good. Because it comes from there. This is not from the tree of knowledge. It comes something that 1 second ago was not there. Yes. So it comes. Yes, this is the coming. Yes, and it comes through us. It is beautiful. It's not something that we thought, because usually what we do when we prepare for a meeting, we think all kinds of figurations, but sometimes when something comes at the moment, comes a flow. What? Oh, who said it? Yes, yes, yes. Please pay attention to those moments. It's amazing. Because it doesn't come from a sense of doership that I think or I speak. It comes and what? Oh, I was not aware of that. Yes, yes, yes. This is in a way speaking about the heart of stone or the inability to speak. There's a beautiful saying about the moment that Jacob came to the well and all the other shepherds could not remove the stone that was covering the well. Yes, this is not just historical event, but the voice of Jacob, yes, has the ability to remove any barrier from the well, because the well is not just an external well in a village. The well, where is the well inside of us? Where is the well? Where is where is the well? Where is our well? Yes, our heart, our heart. Therefore, when Jacob removed the stone, yes, the locker or the block that removes in a way that prevents the heart to stream love. And once there is a removal, of the stone. Everybody can drink, human, others. Yes, 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 yes. As David said in his Psalms, Al domilach, don't be silent. Just keep poetry speaking, never be silent, not to be engaged too much in a dimension of thoughts. Yes, just continue to communicate. Al domilach, this is what David said in Psalms. Al domi, because domi is not just silence, it comes from, in Hebrew, silence comes from dam, blood. If there's silence, it's like dead silence. It comes from just being in bondage with the flesh. So al domilach, don't be silent. Yes? Speak, communicate from the heart. Al domilach. Domi is silence, but not just, it holds the letters of my blood or bloody. So when someone is, because we say demama, silence comes from dam. Dam. Yes? Dam is blood, but before the dam, if there's aleph, this, so we have in a way Adam, which is not blood. He is capable of speaking. Yes? Yes. Yes. Questions or thoughts to share? This is the request of David, Al domilach. Never be silent, always in communication. And with this Psalms, we shall seal our conversation today. I would like to thank all of us for being here, for being kind and appearing here, especially in those days. Thank you so much. Shavua Tov and Shalom Shalom. Thank you.